Um, if we can't do anything about the emissions, if that train has left the station, as you said, I'm now thinking, how do we? Have you sort of made a list of things that a household could do or a business can do? Like, there must be simple things that people can do to start raising this consciousness and then turning that into action. Have you looked at that?
So I have a few thoughts about what the homeowners can do. We
Yep.
worked with a group called Cool Cities. And it's been about a year since we've talked with them. We were meeting with them every week for a while, and they had gotten funding to help 3 cities go out to homeowners. So their place of action was homeowners, but also a city council doing climate that could help people do things. It's questionable what they could actually do, but it's a start. And they gave how much money to each? $1 million to 3 cities in California to start with. And we're going to keep giving it to different cities. And I don't know if they ran out of money or if they're still doing it. So I haven't paid attention to them in a while, but they did look at things like how to reduce electricity. What can you do with solar? Can you get your city to have renewable electricity and work for them? Like in Palo Alto, we buy it.
Local policy.
Yeah. Can you get heat pumps, can you get rid of your methane stove? Not everybody can afford a stove, but some people can. So can you electrify your house? Anybody who can. And can you, whenever you place something, go for electricity, not for natural gas? What can you do in terms of installation so that you don't need as much? This, if everybody, as many people as possible, but also because by doing those actions, people become aware. So when they go to work, they may also make other decisions. When they go to vote, they may make other decisions. When they figure out who runs their city, who runs their state, who runs the country, they may make different decisions, because by taking these actions in their own home, they're educating themselves on the climate risks and the things that begin to make a difference. And some people just may pay more attention to it when they're on, like we're on solar, and we can see on the Tesla app, we have Tesla panels, we can watch what we're doing. We can see, we actually have the meter, and it tells us when we're using more electricity or less. So every community in every location, like if you're in Africa, you're going to have totally different things that you can do or not do. But what can people do in countries that do have more technology? So there were things that went out to homeowners, and then the homeowners were meeting together to have monthly meetings so that they would each other and learn. Neighbors could learn, and if somebody got something, the other neighbors could go see it.
But Lisa, I hear that, but what Herman was saying is it actually doesn't matter. Whatever we do is irrelevant, because we've actually missed that bus. Because now, whatever happens,
they have a difference of opinion, but I think what I do.
Let me just hear I just want to try and sort of serve what I'm hearing is and I hear what you're saying, Lisa, and that's a good thing. But the truth of it is, it's making people aware, which is a good thing. It's not going to stop the train that we run.
Right. So what I think to stop the train that we run is going to take much bigger interventions. Like it's
I
going to
don't
take.
think it is. It's not going to happen.
Well, but here's a few ways. Like I mostly think if you would ask me, I'd go 99% sure, maybe 99.99% sure it won't happen. But here's where I have the doubt.
Okay.
Part of our issues are Greenland's melting, permafrost is melting way up north where not lots of people live. What does happen if you put reflective technology and bounce rays back and you can cool the Arctic? I don't know, but I don't know, like what are big geophysical interventions that we might make because we're desperate, and where could we most make it? It's basically, we have to refreeze the permafrost, or where we are now won't exist. Florida won't exist. Most of California won't exist. California, all the food, like the water comes in through the San Francisco Bay, and then there's valley up and down the entire state of California. And that's where a major portion of food for the US is grown. It used to all be underwater. It was an inland sea. So if we melt the permafrost and melt all the ice in Greenland and have the Antarctic ice shelf come off, the big glacier, then yeah, inland of Cal, all our agriculture is going to be underwater. Cities will be underwater.
But
States will be
that's what's going to happen. So I think that's going to happen anyway.
But once that starts
So
happening,
people will be
well,
on
then
the run.
people invest. Once that
People-
starts happening,
yeah.
will people make these major investments they weren't
No, they
willing to make?
won't. It's too late. It's not going to happen.
No, but things have refrozen in the planet before. The planet has
I understand, but
ultimate.
not from human intervention.
Right. No, it'll be desperation stuff, right? I mean, we're entering, I do appreciate this conversation because I think we're touching on something that needs to be thought about the way we're thinking about it now.
Right.
I do appreciate that. We need to step away from, like happy talk and get serious about,
Correct.
what is really happening and think about what is a psychology? What is a human capacity at a moment like this when all hell breaks loose?